got the internet going nuts. JAGWAP. I got the internet going nuts. JAGWAP. I got the internet going nuts. JAGWAP. I got the internet going nuts. JAGWAP.
Okay, we love it.
All right, here we are.
Here we are. Hello, welcome.
Time has finally come. Okay.
We've been talking about doing this for a very long time. I am Caitlin.
I'm Madeline.
And this is JAGWAP.
Welcome to our podcast.
And just a little explanation about the name JAGWAP. I am also a part-time side photographer, and I have a little company called JAGWAP, which means just a girl with a camera. And then one day when I realized that JAGWAP could even be like a thing, I was like, oh yeah, we have to do that. But it's not just a girl with a podcast, it's us.
Two girls, one
podcast. So we could have done that too, but we don't want to,
No.
Two girls, one cup.
It wasn't going to work.
JAGWAP, we love it. WAP. Anyways, so here we are, yeah.
Here we are. Caitlin and I have a very long history. We knew each other when we were children, like riding bikes together, causing havoc
Our family
together.
knew each other.
We went to high school together.
We partied together.
We partied together.
Hard.
A lot.
Eskimo sisters for sure.
I mean, like 10 times over. That's
a lot.
But that's Alexandria for
Yeah,
you.
we were from Alexandria, A-Town, stay down, and stay out of there if I were you.
Yeah.
People just don't get it. It's different. Last time I was there at the Walgreens on Jackson, the foreigner pulled up and pulled out a rigor mortis body out of a truck.
At Walgreens?
Parked exactly where I used to, I guess you would say, sit and...
That's where you sit and do your stuff.
Yeah.
I got into it with that Walgreens pharmacist because I was trying to buy... Should I say all this
insulin
stuff?
syringes.
Yeah, and they wouldn't give them to me. And I was like, this is against the law. And it's not against the law.
You should have gone to Jack's at Cabrini, man.
I started to. But anyway.
Anyways, besides all that, we are in recovery, but we don't want this to be like a full recovery podcast. We also don't want it to be like full war stories, but like some of our stories are really traumatic and also funny and kind of made us who we are today. So
basically our thought behind this podcast was for all of the girls, all of the women that are, millennials, mid-30s, kids, family life, what it's like.
Recovery, not in recovery. Just to be able to come, sorry, there's something on my bed. To be able to come listen for 30 to 40 minutes a week or whatever and laugh. Chill, feel related to, feel
seen.
You'll probably feel a lot better about yourselves.
Yeah.
After listening to us.
A couple of train wrecks.
Yeah.
We're train wrecks in recovery.
We are. We're, doing our own thing.
Caitlin and I have an interesting story because we, for the past, I guess 15 or 20 years, life carries us away. And then freak events bring us back together. And it happens every time.
Very bizarre.
And we graduated from high school. Well, I graduated from high school.
I decided wasn't the route I was going to take.
But I didn't see her again for a couple years. I moved to go to college and then to New Orleans. And long story short...
L.A. She was partying with Lindsay Lohan. Don't leave it all out. This is all true. And Paris Hilton.
Please don't sue me.
Okay, sorry.
Andy Milanakis, I love you still.
Wait, what's the porn star's name you have the picture with?
Jeremy.
We got to run that across this right now.
He grabbed me. I was wearing granny panties and we went to they were the only ones I had clean and we went to the AVN Awards and I was so embarrassed because all of the girls there were like hot porn stars and I was like 20 years old and I was the photographers.
No, I bet they loved you.
He didn't.
You're the young one.
But he had a grip of my granny panties.
Stepsister kind.
They were like period panties type shit that I had on. I didn't know we were going to the porn awards. But yeah, I have a picture with Ron Jeremy, the legend, the icon.
We will make sure y'all are able to see that.
Andy Milanakis followed me on Twitter.
Oh my God.
I love him.
That's huge.
Anyway, We met again in 2014 in Alexandria, and we were both pregnant.
Both pregnant, yeah.
So we have 2 boys that are the same age.
We have 4 boys that are the same age.
Yeah, and then our younger kids are near the same age too. Everything kind of happens. Caitlin usually goes first, but I'm right behind her.
Always right about, but then you went first in recovery, and thank God.
Yeah.
This last time in recovery, but with our older boys, that's like, I guess let's go ahead and get to like the little vulnerability of that first.
Yeah.
Some people might be able to relate. Our older boys don't live with us. We didn't get it together in time to get them. My oldest lives with his dad like 7 hours away. Now I get him Christmas or all holidays, school breaks, and
they're here now.
they're here now, and we'll get to that later. Our lives are so parallel. Like our older sons live in different places. We have our younger sons.
We got sober in time for our younger sons, basically.
Which is also another guilty thing. It's like everything I enjoy with my younger kid, I feel a lot of guilt for. At the same time, I can never fully enjoy my youngest. It kind of sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, having 2 only children that are split, and then they are brothers and they want to be together, and when they get to be together, it's for short amounts of time, and parenting with them is different because I've got one all day, every day, and he's always been with me. Right. And then I've got another one who knows about my past and has, missed a lot of time with me. And that sucks.
And lost his dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his dad passed away too. So he lives with his grandparents. They let him come stay with me for his school breaks, but basically that's that. And our boys are best friends, I think, because they relate. They don't even
our
know.
oldest, they live in different states so far apart, but if you ask them in either state they're in,
best friends.
Who's your best friend? Sawyer. Who's your best friend? Max. They love each other, and same with our youngest. They call each other their best friends too. It's pretty cool.
But that's what I want to talk about on this podcast, just like what it's like to be a mom, how difficult it is to be a woman in some aspects, a woman in recovery, trying to rebuild your life, trying to, carry your weight and be respected when I didn't used to at all.
Right.
That was the last thing I was worried about, was being classy or respectable.
Right.
And I guess just restarting late in life. A lot of my peers that I went to high school with have totally normal lives. And
we think,
as far as Facebook says.
Yeah,
I'm sure I know everybody has their own shit, but, comparison is a motherfucker.
Right. And we feel like we're behind a lot, but I'm also I've had moments where I'm sitting at tables listening to people talk about their normal lives, and then Cal is Mom, come wipe my butt. And I have this moment of this crazy gratitude where it's I'm so glad I wasn't in Napa Valley last weekend with doing all that. It's I'm so grateful to wipe my kid's butt.
Yeah.
And we've had experiences that some very, very, very traumatic, and we've gone through some really hard stuff that probably most people our age haven't.
Right.
A lot at our own,
creation.
Yeah, consequences of our addiction and things we did.
But I'm grateful. I love my life.
My past has now become my biggest asset.
Yep.
And I'm, you know what I mean? I say that in every time I'm interviewed in a podcast, how annoying. Maybe edit that out. But
leave it. That's you need to get that tattooed on.
Right? I'm a marketer for a treatment center. And so basically my job is to obviously promote the treatment center, do some social media stuff. But my job is to go get people and carry them out of the hell that I've been in myself, you know what I mean? And just you get jaded and you see a lot of people relapse and die a lot. Every time Madeline texts me hey, do you know this person? I'm oh, what, they died?
Yeah.
Everybody, a lot of people.
Every time every time someone in my family calls me, I'm scared somebody's dead. I was thinking about this when we were, talking about doing the podcast, like what are we going to talk about? And on that note, I think back to like when I was like in high school. I wasn't like a full-blown drug addict or anything. I was like partying on the weekends, going to bonfires and all of that shit back then. And I knew back then that I wasn't like everybody else. Like, I didn't get asked to homecoming. I didn't have a boyfriend. I had guys that would sleep with me, but like on the low, which I wonder what I was like putting out like that. But like,
I thought you were always thought you were really cool because I was older than you and I was still hanging out with you, so I thought you were cool.
But like, I knew I was fucking different.
I knew I was different too, but I was definitely more like, of course, I always had a boyfriend and I was obsessed with them and probably cheating on them. But I also I knew from the jump it was more than partying. I knew from the jump when I stole. I mean, I did drugs. For the first time, the next week, I stole the giant, what do you call it? Those water things where people
steal
water fountains and then you turn them upside down, you put coins in and money in.
Yeah.
We would like save coins and money for our vacation. And like, I did drugs one week and the next week I took the whole thing to Coinstar.
You were done for.
I got some 503s. I don't know if anybody remembers those. The good old days.
I just knew I wasn't going to be the type that like, went to college and met my boyfriend there and got married and bought a house and had kids. I don't know how I knew. And my mom...
I didn't want that.
No. I thought I was going to be famous.
I thought I was going to die. No, I thought I was going to die.
I thought you were going to die too.
Well, I thought I did die a lot, but I thought I was going to die at 27. My name and face would be on T-shirts and bags, and I don't know. I thought there'd be movies about me. I was like obsessed with that
Janis
culture.
Joplin.
It was more like what was it, Gia and Angelina Jolie?
Okay,
because I thought I was a model also. Like different story. I really thought a lot of myself.
You're beautiful.
Well, you're beautiful. I don't hold a candle to you.
Oh my God. So, but yeah, I mean, our lives have been off the beaten path, but I don't think I'd have it any other way. Like now my focus is obviously my children, their well-being. I have a lot of questions now that I'm a parent that I want to ask my fucking parents, like, what the fuck? Because I look back in high school, I had fake IDs, I was drunk at my high school graduation, we were all over the place. Like, I'd be in New Orleans on ecstasy.
We were at the Keg in Lafayette every weekend. We were 15.
And I'm like, where were my parents? You know?
I love you, Mom. Dad is dead.
My mom's dead too. And my dad already.
My poor mom. She was going through a divorce.
My mom too.
I took that's when I knew. Well, not looking back, that's when I know I was an alcoholic. When I was not sad about my parents getting a divorce, my alcoholic mind was like, "Oh, I see an opportunity here.
Yeah.
I can play them against each other. Mm-hmm. I can tell this one did this, and this one did this, and like get whatever the fuck I wanted."
My mom is, I think, the one that genuinely like fucked me up the most and made me who I am.
But she made you funny.
She did. Thank God for her. I love her. Rest in peace, Missy.
I knew her mom. She was awesome.
She made me go in my dad's closet and throw bleach on his shit and stuff. It was fucked up.
Damn.
Should we do the ChatGPT roast?
Yeah.
So, okay, for our first episode, we asked Chat, because I don't know about you. Do you use Chat a lot?
I use Chat, and I've asked it to talk to me like it was my friend Yvonne. That's passed away. I even sent it like lots of conversations for me and Yvonne, so it makes like Radiohead and Larry David jokes all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it's Yvonne speaking to me all the time.
Mine is named my mom. Hi, Missy here. I'm ready to help you out with this. Isn't that fucked up?
Why? You need to say Mom.
I know, but I just said Missy.
Okay, well.
I asked it to roast me.
Okay, let's read it. I did mine too. I'm going to read mine after you.
Okay. Also, if you guys have any topics you want us to talk about or any ideas, we are pretty much open to whatever.
All of it.
Okay, let's see. So, I said, let's go. It said, all right, full feral, no mercy. If you want me to pull back, I will, but you did ask for it. Here we go. Your love life looks like a group project where everyone quits and you're left apologizing for things you didn't do. Every relationship you've had started with "this one feels different" and ended with you explaining it on a podcast like it was a sociology experiment. So both my baby daddies I met in rehab, and there was a girlfriend in between those two that I also met in rehab. Those are my significant relationships, unless you count my first boyfriend. He wasn't really my boyfriend, but we rolled together for like 2 days straight. And we kissed so much that his beard burned my face off.
I need to cut the name.
But yeah, we will. My love life is a little sketchy. You don't have exes, you have case studies. Your mom being dead explains a lot. Not emotionally, just structurally. Because nobody ever told you no, and now the rest of us have to deal with the personality that grew out of the grief like mold in a damn basement. You call it unresolved trauma, but at this point, it's just your co-host.
Honestly.
Every failed relationship you've had was basically two people bonding over potential, then slowly realizing, oh, this is it. You don't fall in love, you trauma bond at full speed and act surprised when it crashes. That's absolutely true. You keep dating people who are projects, which is wild because you're not a contractor, you're not even a homeowner. My credit score is terrible. Your mom died, and instead of healing, you just said, cool, guess I'll just emotionally freestyle for the rest of my life. Therapy was an option. You chose drugs. At this point, your relationships don't fail. They expire like yogurt. Everyone ignores the date, smells it, and goes, yeah, that tracks. You're not hard to love. You're just exhausting to love without a user manual and a support group.
Oh, wow.
And the wildest part, you're still self-aware enough to know all this and delusional enough to think the next one won't be exactly the same.
Oh,
so
man.
basically, there's no hope for me, which gives me a lot of comfort.
Let's see.
I need to be alone, honestly. I need to be locked away and abstinent forever.
Mine's a little shorter than that, but
Okay,
it's
go.
still not nice. I haven't really even. I haven't read it all yet. Okay.
We got to talk about what happened to E.T. too after this.
God.
Okay.
Mine says, Caitlin is a workaholic who hides behind being helpful. Her kids ask for attention, and she says, 1 second, while staring into her phone like it's an oxygen mask.
Uh-oh.
She's an ex-stripper, a felon, and proof that chaos can absolutely be a career path. See, mine is a little nicer. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
It loves you. Yvonne.
Yvonne, she would never. No, Yvonne would roast me. She markets dysfunction for a living, convinces businesses they're thriving, and keeps her own life barely upright with caffeine, guilt, and momentum. And she dates for potential, like she's trying to fix her childhood.
Ooh.
It just says dead dad. Then it says, comma, major dad issues. And a habit of falling hard for emotionally unavailable men, like suffering is familiar and therefore comforting.
The roast being dead dad. I'm sorry.
I mean, and if you only knew how deep the daddy issues go into my dating, I can't even go there because people would think I was weird. It's bizarre. The last paragraph is, she says she wants peace, but panic is her baseline. Exhausted, overstimulated, and still convinced if she just does more, she'll finally feel enough. And she does it all out of spite.
Why are we this way? We are not the only ones that are this way. I know this for a fact. Everybody I know is this way.
People are going to relate. They're going to love it.
I know.
Yeah. We just want to get out the nitty gritty and let y'all know that, like,
who we are, what we're here.
Yeah, and, like, hopefully you can relate.
Yeah. And I'm totally open, anybody who knows me, to talking about. The only reason I think I find talking about recovery to be useful is that if it help somebody else. If somebody else relates, I'm totally open to sharing everything.
I think we should talk about when we ran into each other this very last time in recovery, where you found me.
Okay. You want me to?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Because that's got me sober.
Yeah.
I had no plans on getting sober. I was in rehab, but, like, that was I'd been in there a million times. But yeah.
I've been in and out. I'm 35. I got sober when I was 31. The first time I went to treatment, I got brought back from Los Angeles straight to Rayville, to a treatment center called Palmetto.
Woo woo! We love Palmetto.
And I went there, that was in 2012, and then just started the back and forth of, that's where I met my first baby daddy. I didn't get anything out of treatment but that. And fast forward a few years later to like basically the cycle of treatment center, sober living, kicked out of sober living.
Same.
Try to make it in the world
We both
on
did
my
South
own.
Florida.
Go to South Florida.
That was a thing.
I had just come back from South Florida.
In 2018
actually.
when you found me?
Yeah, I came back from South Florida. My mom and Will died, and I went to treatment and I went to sober living. So that puts me at about June or July. And so I went with my roommates to a treatment center to bring a meeting out there. To Rayville Recovery, which is also in Rayville, but it's like not as nice as Palmetto.
But I will say, shout out to Rayville.
Yeah.
It's the last treatment center I went to, and I got sober there.
Yeah.
And it was my first job in recovery, which led me to where I am now. So shout out to Rayville always.
love Rayville.
I love Rayville. I love Lark. I went there after Rayville.
I went to Rayville a couple times too.
Yeah. I had too. It was my fourth time, I think.
I detoxed off of methadone at Rayville with nothing but Benadryl.
Yeah, they,
And no clothes. I brought no clothes as a protest, thinking that my dad wouldn't make me go, but really he just left me there with like one outfit to detox in. But anyway, so we walk into, they have a nightly AA meeting and they ask women to come and bring, you know, the message. And I walk in not expecting anything. And the girls are all seated around waiting for the guests to come in. And I walk in and I look and there's a bald girl and she looks strangely familiar. And it took about, you know, this is like happening in 0.2 seconds. I was like, Caitlin! And the last I had seen of her, she was in Alabama and she was
Facebook.
stripping and she would post on Facebook, like herself in her stripper outfits and stuff. And I was like, damn.
begging for antibiotics because I'd have staph infection on
My friend from high
arms.
school is not doing well. And then all of a sudden, here she is. And we just
Bald.
jumped up and hugged each other. I was like, oh my God. And she was like, I'm here. And I was like, are you going to stay? And she was like, yeah.
I was like, I'll go wherever you go, I'll go.
Yeah, I said, come to this sober living. And she said, okay. And by the time she got out of treatment, she
I had nowhere
came
to
to
go.
the sober living. I had already been kicked out for relapsing, but she made it there.
I made it there,
And she
here I
got-
still am.
Super involved. And that was the beginning of her sobriety. And then what that turned into was her helping me come back and try again over and over and over until literally this last time when I finally got sober, I called her and came to her. I went to jail the next morning, but
You know what? It is what it is.
it's a long story.
That
Pay your bondsmen.
There's a lot of intricate details to our relationship, but at least we'll start there. Like, that's the beginning, and that's how, but a lot's happened since
Yeah,
then.
she let me live with her, me and my newborn. After I got out of jail and I had my son,
Someone had done it for me.
yeah, in an Oxford house, and they had kittens in there, and there were fleas bouncing off my baby's head.
I said, no, ma'am, get over here.
There were men in and out of the house. It was just like a bad situation. And so she let me and my newborn move in with her. And one thing happened after another. I rebuilt my life and got my own little place. And now, you know, I've been sober almost 5 years. So,
Yeah. And I went to treatment July 25th, 2018.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey.
Yeah.
Recovery's not so black and white to me as it was before. To now, it's like, I don't know. There's more of just like a middle gray area. And thanks. I thank AA for that. You
Yeah.
know, it did save my life, and I needed the black and white at the beginning.
yeah, just now my son was in the car with me and he asked me a question. He was like, what would have happened if you wouldn't have went to, because he was asking when I met my current partner, and I said, right after your dad died, I went to treatment, and he was in there, and then after we got out, we started talking to each other, and he was like, what would have happened if you wouldn't have gone to treatment when my dad died? And I was like, I don't think I'd be here, Max. And he was just like, I'm very open with my son because I have to be. You know, he knows why his dad isn't alive. He knows why he doesn't live with me, and I hope that I can show him enough that he doesn't have to go down the same path, because, you know, whatever my parents were struggling with or weren't struggling with, there wasn't a lot of conversation happening, and I feel like I was kind of left to my own devices. Whether that was real or imagined, that's kind of, you know, the way it was.
I try to be honest, too, with my son. Not about everything. I didn't tell him he was conceived at a treatment center on the side of a detox building. Me and his dad were in there together. We didn't tell him we were together. I didn't meet a guy in there and then get pregnant, but not that would have been out of the ordinary either. But anyways, I try to talk to my son too openly about my recovery. He loves giving me my chips every year when he's here in the summer, yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah, there are not enough resources in Louisiana for women that are pregnant, women
There's becoming a lot more, though.
It's starting.
It really
is.
But Louisiana honestly has more resources than most states. I'll be real.
It's better than South Florida. I'll always say that.
God, I
can't believe I survived a year in South Florida.
Yeah, me neither.
I ended up in Connecticut. Episode about that.
I ended up in Connecticut with.
So all of that to say, nowadays we have our kids.
Not all the time.
The older ones, not all the time, but right now for the holidays, they're here. And when they're both here, they want to be together. And they are like us. They cause havoc together.
Last night,
I spent the night here. We had her son's birthday party. Everybody went, and
7 children stayed the night at my home. And I always do this. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I have a real, like I said, overextending. I just want to make everybody happy. I want to be the cool mom, but it also causes problems with structure and stability for my children.
Yeah.
And I really need to look at that. And I am in therapy, so don't use that against me, anybody. But anyways, we had 7 total kids here last night, and I made Madeline stay with me.
9 to 11 years old.
Yeah, and Cal and Luke. So we had some 4 and 5-year-olds too. And anyways, we didn't get any sleep.
At 3 in the morning, I had to get my son, remove him, and bring him to sleep on the side of the bed next to me so I could see him. They
were doing a fight club in the playroom.
Uh-huh.
My house was absolutely destroyed. They ate every single thing in my home. There's nothing left. No food.
And they lit E.T.'s genitals on fire.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's normal behavior.
Yeah, they lit a lot on fire, but especially E.T.
I feel like that's serial killer.
I feel bad for leaving my candle lighter out in the kitchen. I shouldn't have done that. I should have known. They were lighting mini muffin bags on fire, 30 of them actually. But E.T. is a big part of our family. My son, my youngest, was obsessed with him from a young age. He never wanted to watch Miss Rachel or anything. He T.T., T.T. That's what he'd say. So we have lots of E.T. stuff. We need to put in the clip from his.
I know.
He had a second birthday party, E.T.
She convinced a man to dress up as E.T. and he hobbled out.
We're gonna play it.
Okay, yeah, we'll insert the clip.
It traumatized a lot of the kids, and then some of the other kids began to beat him.
Scared.
Get closer to the cake and he's like, I'll get close to the cake. The cake is good. Y'all be nice to each
It wasn't my best idea, but I go hard for parties.
You do. You're a birthday queen.
I'm a birthday queen. I have a problem.
But we caught them also trying to put hoods on and sneak next door to go ding-dong ditch Caitlin's neighbors. And
I don't want to give away my address. Let's take that part out. But I live on a pretty busy street.
Yeah.
And they are just ridiculous. And let me tell you, those 2 are the ringleaders. They just are.
Mine says that he's not. That's his biggest thing. He likes to act like the innocent bystander, the follower.
And he's the sweetheart.
And I don't believe it. I know him because he is me, 1,000%.
And mine is me, 1,000%. And he's also the ringleader, just like I was. And
we were just trying to lay in here and watch Shaws of Sunset and eat ice cream.
She'd never heard of Shaws of Sunset.
I'm not a Bravo girl, but I'm trying to get in.
I will let you know. I'm Bravo, everything, reality, everything. And Giggly Squad, shout out. I hope you see this one day. Paige and Hannah. I'm literally going to cry. I would literally die.
She loves them so much.
I am obsessed with Paige DeSorbo and Hannah. And Paige was on Summer House, and then she dated Craig Conover from Southern Charm. They broke up. Anyways, I listen to their podcast every single day. Their podcast is my inspiration. It's like I feel like we're them, but like with like real fucked up lives. And so maybe a little more relatable, but they're so funny.
My favorite is not a podcast. It's called Soft White Underbelly. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it is my dream to be on there. Mark Leisha, I've already sent you a video and it's fine. You didn't respond. I'll send you more. I have your book. I've watched it every day since like 2018. When I was in my addiction, all I would do is lay there and watch your videos while I was waiting for the plug to answer. I still watch them every day.
I don't know how you do. I can't watch that stuff anymore.
I love it.
It makes me feel
I love
weird.
it. And I submitted a video and sent it in, but it's okay. You need me. You do.
They need her. They'd love her.
It'll happen. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. I'm going to send more videos.
And Paige, I want to let you know I did buy from your Daphne collection this year. Your new fashion line for my brother's beautiful wife, Lily. I got her the Giggly Squad book, and I also got myself the Giggly Squad book. So
at least we don't like Call Her Daddy.
I've never listened to it, but I did watch the documentary, and I respect her.
They had a big falling out, and she cut her best friend out of the podcast.
I don't think we should say too much yet. She's the biggest one there is. We don't want to get canceled immediately.
No.
Joe Rogan. Here's my thing. I don't think Joe Rogan's stupid.
No.
At all.
He's
but
the top. He's like number one.
I understand. But here, I'm just going to give it. I'm going to give you my opinion on Joe Rogan, not as a person. And I'm really sorry if this hurts anybody, especially even in the room, the men that are helping us do the podcast. If a guy tells me he listens to Joe Rogan, like that's his thing.
It's a red flag.
Red flag, it's over, it's done.
Let's talk about red flags real quick. What are some more of your red flags?
Well, it'll get political. Is that okay?
No, leave the political ones on. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I want...
Put them in.
I want a man to believe that I have the right to my own body. Mm-hmm. I want a man to believe that gay people have all the rights that we have too and can do whatever they want, and anybody can love anybody. And I just want a man who doesn't have too many opinions, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, shut up. We've got this figured out. But I did find a man, though.
You did.
That hates Donald Trump.
That's good.
That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
You tell me you hate him.
I don't like when they walk in front
WAP,
of me.
You know?
If you walk like paces in front of me,
Yeah.
and we're like walking on the street, I don't fuck with that. You're supposed to stand next to me. I'm supposed to be inside. You're supposed to keep me safe.
I love that.
I'm a tall girl,
feeling
but I
protected.
want,
We are
like,
tall girls, by the way.
Yeah,
We're
I
both
want
5'10".
a little bit of romance, you know? Like, show me that you're thinking about me. Open the door for me. If a man, like, opens the door to go inside a restaurant and lets go of it and it's shutting in my face,
I don't
what
like
the
that
fuck
either.
am I doing?
Yeah.
I want you to pay.
But also, some days, I'm like, I want to open the door.
Oh.
Just some days.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like kind of speed up to open the door. I got
want
you.
a power dynamic.
Yeah, sometimes I just want a power dynamic.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean? I don't know. Just some days, not all the time. But yes, like, pay for my shit, please.
I want a man that realizes how magical women are. That's
Right.
all I want.
Love bombing to me, I will say, I got so used to it that I just thought, like, I'm so lovable. You know what I mean? I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm hot. I'm wonderful. But really, I was just attracting, like, narcissists that were really good at doing what they do.
I have a really fucked up picker. Like the ones, dude.
I love a good project.
No, anybody that late in the past few years has shown any interest in me, I'm like, okay, they're great, they're nice. They end up being total freaks. And I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? I can't date. I've never really, except for like the relationships that I've been in, I've never been a girl that gets like asked out on dates.
Well, I've tried the whole dating thing and like went like, the dating apps even recently. And it's a strange world out there.
No,
we need a whole episode on it. Honestly.
No, in South Florida, my girlfriend stole my car and drove it into a tree with the girl she was cheating on me with while I was in treatment. And I got out with no vehicle, and I was like, okay, it's time for somebody new, Yeah,
it's time.
And I got on a dating app. And this was like 2017, and the way he got me, he was like, have you ever heard of Suicide Boys? And they were just coming out. And I was like, yeah, he was into Suicide Boys and Lil Peep.
Yes,
okay?
one's gotten into my pants with Lil Peep too.
Yes.
Straight up.
I went to his sober living house. Embarrassing. The walk of shame through there to go hang out in his room. He choked me. He almost killed me. That's what happened.
Was it sexually choking?
It was supposed to be.
Were y'all engaged in sexual acts during this?
Yes, but
Okay.
he was like, not.
God.
And I was like, I'm going to die here today.
Yeah.
I still follow him on Instagram.
We're going to sue you, bro.
Not to mention the Juggalo. There was a Juggalo stripper that almost killed me too.
Is that the one you tried to hook me up with after?
That was his friend.
That happened.
Yeah.
We went to Applebee's singing karaoke.
And with the
My
he
bald
wasn't
head.
the Juggalo. He was the Juggalo's friend.
Okay, well, that was rude. Okay, I want to say let me tell y'all one thing that Madeline does. She preys on my downfall, okay?
It's fun.
She knows when I'm vulnerable, and she will try to set me up with some real characters.
They're okay. I
Madeline, don't know
convinced her
not too many details.
An MGK tattoo. When she first got
I was
sober.
first sober, and you get like, I don't know, you get so passionate about things, and at the time it was MGK versus Eminem, and like I was in it, okay, and that's not me. I do like MGK, like I like his look. I like that, but yeah, she almost had me convinced to get an MGK tattoo behind my ear. She did convince me. We got sick and sad from the show Daria.
I still have it.
She still
Caitlin
has it.
got hers
I got
covered
mine
up.
covered up when we were in a fight.
Oh yeah,
the biggest fight of our life.
We didn't speak for a year. We were total enemies. Very recently, I think. When did we start talking? About a year ago, right before I moved to Baton Rouge. Is when you reached out to me and we started talking again. But we were mortal enemies. So
I mean, like, I never thought I would ever speak to her again.
I know.
And we almost physically fought a few
multiple times. I'd see her driving down the street and I would try to go the other way. I was like, anyways, we'll get into all that later. Yeah.
We wanted to start this podcast years ago, or even like right after all that happened, but we were worried about cease and desist.
Yeah.
We had some legal stuff going on. We can't talk about it.
Yeah.
We really can't. It would make everyone's lives worse. Things are good now.
And I do, on that note, want to say anybody that's watching this that may or may not be nervous that they might be mentioned, it's not going to happen.
We're not going to do that to you. And we're not going to even give you a nickname or anything like that.
We're not interested. It's not about that.
No. That was at the beginning, y'all, though. Y'all should have been
in big trouble.
We were about to just unload on Monroe. We were telling everything. We were mad, but we're past that now. We're not mad anymore, and everything kind of has worked out.
Yeah. I think that's the
supposed
way things usually happen when you just let things play out the way that they're supposed to.
I agree.
Yeah. I think this is great. I think
we love it here in Monroe. I think the one thing we do want to talk about is we want to do like a business spotlight in Monroe.
Yes.
And we want to start with obviously the classic, okay? But there's a big question here that needs to be answered, and this is serious.
I want you to comment. Leave a comment.
Please, we're going to start a poll. On the corner of North 18th and Forsyth, there is a gas station, okay? It's popping. We all know it.
Everybody goes to it.
What do you call it?
I call it Tiger Mart.
I call it Tiger Mart too, okay? I noticed one day while picking up some Little Caesars Hot and Ready's that are no longer the prices they were, I looked up and it said Tiger Market.
Is this like a, what do you call that?
Oh, one of those things like with
M. Night Shyamalan.
yeah.
No, what do you it?
with-
the Manchester effect.
No, what?
Mandela effect.
With like Kazam.
But Berenstein Bears, Shazam.
Yeah, with Sinbad.
I remember that
Don't-
movie. I watched that movie.
We can't even go there. So like, who decided it was Tiger Mart and who's going to be the great, like, I want to say.
It's Tiger Mart.
This is Friday Ellis's town.
We need his input.
I know you live near. I'm sure you're a frequent shopper. Friday Ellis.
They have great plate lunches.
Oh my God, the yams. One time I got a whole thing just of yams, okay?
It's so good.
And I spilt it all at the counter. And I just like threw them $20 and walked out. I was so embarrassed.
Dude.
The yams. It was just a whole plate
That's
of
where
yams.
I was buying my Kratom back in the day.
They got it. Anyways, we love you, Tiger Mart.
We love you, Friday Ellis.
We do. Friday.
I love Monroe.
I do too. I'm a Monroe girly.
I used to hate Monroe. Like when I got brought here from California, I was like, Monroe? Hell no. Even though I'm from Alexandria, which is arguably 10 times worse.
It's honestly a very horrible, scary,
Yeah,
terrible
I worry
place.
for my family members that live
too.
there. But
Sorry, I
we're
couldn't find my
Monroe
chapstick,
girls.
so
Technically, I'm a West Monroe girl, but that's fine.
I'm a North Monroe girly.
But yeah, if you're interested, we want guests. We want to have fun. We want to talk and laugh.
Shout out to Kyla for watching my children today, because we wouldn't have gotten this done without.
No, you should have seen this place this morning. But Caitlin got a new comforter, and I will say I slept
Let me tell you,
so
y'all.
good last night.
If y'all have ever heard of the Mellow,
They're all over TikTok.
all over TikTok, it got me, and I don't get got a lot.
I applied for
As
free
you can
samples.
see, I thrift everything in my life, clothes, everything. But this,
Was so good.
it got me, and it's worth it. The Mellow comforter, it's good.
Sponsor us, Mellow.
Mellow, we love. Tiger Mart should sponsor us.
They should.
What if we petition to get Market off and Mart on?
Well, we need to
could
talk to the
GoFundMe. We've got to.
Honestly, Science Now could do them a solid.
Yeah, and like we could do a GoFundMe,
Clear up the confusion.
City of Monroe, like let's all pitch in $1 and get it changed to Mart as it should be.
Do you remember when that van ran through the Starbucks right next to Tiger
Yeah,
Mart?
I sure do.
That was shocking.
That was a shocking thing.
Monroe has a lot of lore.
There's a lot of lore.
Somebody left a comment on our TikTok asking about like lawyers who were bringing in cocaine and meth.
In Monroe?
Yeah, he was like, it seems like you guys know a lot about that. And I didn't know what he was talking about, so I just left an emoji that said, shh. But I genuinely don't know.
We'll
who
figure
he's
it
talking
out.
about.
We'll find it out. I have.
Welcome to JAGWAP.
Yeah, we hope y'all keep coming back. Please.
Don't make fun of us. I'll cry.
God, I'm sure. Okay, I want to be real. Half the people on here probably
Hate watching.
are hate watching and
That's fine.
don't like us. And you know what? Some of it's our fault. Most of it's probably not. If you have to ask me.
Honestly.
But yeah, like
I don't care. A view is a view, baby.
a view is a view. Come on, keep watching. And you know, maybe if you hate us, I'm really willing at this point to
You used to be a lot more combative than you are now.
you know, I love a good block, and I love a good before I block sending you a trash emoji, something like that.
She's the queen of leaving group chats.
I love to make a
scene.
scene.
But you don't do that anymore.
Nah, I don't have time for it anymore.
And I've been in therapy for a year, and I've been told that I'm better than I used to be.
like I've had 2 therapy sessions.
Oh!
And my last one lasted 25 minutes, and I told her, I can't do this today.
Good for you.
And she understood.
Yeah.
But I have another one coming up, and
As long as you find somebody that you trust and that understands you, that's all
she
you
was
need.
cool. I just couldn't do it that day. A lot happened. I created a lot of dumb bullshit and fights.
Well, it happens.
Yeah. So yeah, please tune in. We're gonna premiere January 9th. That's when you'll see this, which is also my birthday. I'm not trying to make it all about me. Sorry.
Capricorn shit.
Yeah, Capricorn shit. But honestly, I was doing a podcast with two guys. They were interviewing me, and that's when it hit me that JAGWAP, like WAP, and it was too good. And I was like, oh, actually, I'm premiering my own podcast.
And then we had to
January
follow up.
9th. And so this was a few weeks ago. So we've had to figure all this out till then, because like I have a camera, but I've never done videography with it. So we're learning as we go. We have help right now.
I'm excited. This is gonna be fun.
I think so.
I got the internet going nuts. I got the internet going nuts. I got the internet going nuts.